So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise,
Hello,
new
everybody,
legends will be
and
written.
welcome to
It
today's
is
match.
time to turn the page. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to...
Big chance! And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Mateus, driving on and making good progress. Big chance! A chorus of approval here, it's really good play.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries to get it clear. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Olise, well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Danger averted for now. Now that looks a decent ball. Olise gets into a good position. He's shifting through the gears here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That ball looks a good one. And he's running through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Played in with purpose. They've played it short. This looks promising. And now a sudden chance to counter. Always onto this. He has found the way through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out wide. Belletti. Oh, this is a terrific run. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Liverpool have their second corner now. And it's going to be another one. Corner number 3 coming up. A header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Howson cuts it out. Belletti. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. Batistuta. Stoichkov. He came in hard, very hard. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
There's indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Olise. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Costa Curta. And it's Kaka. Looking for the run. He's found a way through. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Hullet. Gabriel with a definite foul there. Gabriel has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Neymar, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again! Yes, it's in! The second half sparks straight into life. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Adams. He's picked his way through. Adams was in no mood for any of that. McAllister. A heavy challenge. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Played into the box. McAllister attempts a clearance. It's a loose ball. That's an excellent interception. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Dijk. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. And that has sent him sprawling.
Substitution on the field.
Number 4 coming up here.
Minha. Coming on the field is number 23, Rafael
McAllister with the short one.
Substitution.
Turns and goes back. Shot a goal! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Zanetti. He is through here. Cross into the box.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's come to nothing. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Van Basten. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Bergkamp.
pull it, ready to try one.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Van der Vaart! Outstanding by Van der Vaart! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Right back in it, almost no time remaining, game still on. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Who saw this coming? Liverpool are taking this to full distance. Terrific stuff. Chips it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Now, this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. And somehow it stayed out. Howson. McAllister. It's Van der Vaart. Belletti. Nicely weighted ball. Saliba did well to stay calm there. And he's there to belt it away.
There will be 5 minutes
Ball's
added
gone out of
time.
play. Five minutes to add. And he gets rid in a hurry. Doué.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's managed to get through. There's the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Manchester United take what... Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Kukçu has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Van der Vaart. And they've got rid. And that will be the final act. Well, that was intense and enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal.
With the owner of a
Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have cited him as the greatest striker of all time, but what in your eyes made him that, Jim?
Well, in a word, everything.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Liverpool presented with a golden opportunity here. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
To open the scoring, 1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty, made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Cruzeiro finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Couldn't squeeze it through, looking to play him in, and that's a good ball. All eyes on the referee, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. That's a decent clearance. And he cuts out the supply. Drogba! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Costa Curta. Hullet. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Neymar. Cruzeiro finding their passes. It's Drogba! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Cruzeiro are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Hullet really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Chouameni. And this is Messi. Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the comeback is complete. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Hullet. And he's picked it up out wide. Here comes the cross. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Belletti. Looking for options for movement. And that's not going to reach. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Adams. Can he get it through? And the through ball. Plenty to aim at here. Shoots! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Cruzeiro take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pull it. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Neymar. That's good running with the ball. And this is Neymar. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Nice physical challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Luis Garcia. Foot in. Nice bit of trickery. McAllister. Park Ji-sung. McAllister. Pull it. That's Busquets. And here's Van Basten. Oh, good-looking ball.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Koundé deals with that comfortably. Neymar, and he's intervened well there. Pull it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Adams gets over and intercepts. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real depth.
He's had a shot! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And here's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Busquets. Van Basten chasing after it. McAllister. McAllister. Tries to pass it through. Great vision. Messi gets into some space. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Luis Garcia. The Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chance here to counter. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Threads one in. And it's Hullet. That is good strength. Now, can he find a finish? So we've reached the hour mark.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Adams. Busquets is always looking to break lines. Hullet. Luis Garcia. And it's Belletti. And he was alert to it. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cruzeiro have their second corner now. They've played it short. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cross, a mighty effort! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Oh, some tackle that. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh no, this does not look good. Adams. That's Busquets. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Busquets. And it's Van Basten. Hullet. And he's... and Hullet!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Donatoni. He has found the way and the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Busquets. McAllister. Now it's Stoichkov. McAllister. Played out to the left flank. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Now, power or placement? Oh, should have put that away.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Park Ji-sung, that is a great pick out. It's a pretty loose pass. Belletti. And Adams. Busquets, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Stoichkov. Looking for the run. McAllister in acres of space out wide. Messi. Cruzeiro do have a chance to counter here. And here's Van Basten. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Liverpool did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware.
And the shot! It's not an especially good pass, that. Lovely ball and it shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Van Basten. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's beaten the last man. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Sao Paulo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And it's De Bruyne. Now it's De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. And he's in on goal. And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sao Paulo with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's intervened well there. Belletti. Stoichkov. It's a pretty loose pass. Alexander-Arnold. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He is through here! And he was alert to it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that is... Chance! Goal! Sao Paulo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Sao Paulo get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
De Bruyne, and that interception was most necessary. Messi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
De Bruyne. Threads one in. Belletti. Now Costa Curta. Busquets. McAllister. And it's Van Basten. That's been cut out, well played. Nicely intercepted. Now it's Mbappe on the through ball. And he welcomed Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Messi! McAllister. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's had it nicked away. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's lost his man here. Belletti. Pullet is the team's great visionary. Pullet, and this is Stoichkov. Liverpool, it's Neymar! Now he's got space here. Adams cuts out the pass. Searching pass he's played there. Nicely worked.
Has been indicated.
That's a throw. And it's Bellingham. McAllister. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Stoichkov. Big chance! He has done it! Again, we are level! What a contest! And that'll be the final action of the first half. Liverpool are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Report to the staff room immediately.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Second period then underway. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Van Basten. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Stoichkov! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Stoichkov. He's having a shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's De Bruyne. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what can he finish? It's really well cleared. And they've got a throw. Pull it. Can he get onto this? Can he finish? Off the post. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Belletti. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Can he latch onto this?
The attendance for
It's
this match
Casemiro.
was 61,052.
That's not gone well. It's a goal kick. Costa Curta. Van Basten is herring after that one. Liverpool disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And this is Messi. De Bruyne. Alexander-Arnold. And this is De Bruyne. De Bruyne! That's another chance! Goal! Sao Paulo! And they're back in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's De Bruyne. Mbappe!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Knocks it into space. And this is Stoichkov. Chance! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
He watched it all the way, And the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution for Sao Paulo, number 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
99.
This is quite a battle.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Number 4.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Number 9.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
10. Neymar. Number 7. Bruno Fernandes.
Casemiro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Number 17. Van Dijk.
That's a cute ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Van Basten. Casillas gets good distance on it. Van der Vaart. Nice interception, well timed.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vicious ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Probing pass. Maradona gets into a good position. Plays it in low. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, strongly challenged there. And here's Lewandowski. He's got away. Look at the space here. And he shoots! And that is the last effort of the game. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Bullet taking in the accolade. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. Although
It's Inzaghi!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Oh. Inzaghi! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And here's Van Basten. Van der Vaart. And that's been intercepted. Ronaldinho. And this is Pele. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! He's not got that quite right. Now there's a real chance! And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Rijkaard. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played.
Takes a shot! And it's a goal! First blood drawn. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gullit is the team's great visionary. Van der Vaart, played out wide. Liverpool are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Xavi Alonso.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Howson. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Busquets. It's Van der Vaart. McAllister. Van der Vaart. Oh, perfectly measured that. Chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rijkaard. Gullit. Knocks it into space. Plays it a header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Played back into the centre. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And a chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That should get the job done. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now, can they get him away? Lofted in. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Inzaghi. And he welcomes it in. Good ball, good take. There's the header! It's in! And this is getting better and better. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Well, that's well seen too. Belletti. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half-time getting close now. Stoichkov, picked out brilliant, can he finish? It's in! Half-time rapidly approaching, that could be a big one. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Pele. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Van der Vaart. And there is the half-time whistle. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Inzaghi receives it in a good position here. And it's Gullit. Stoichkov. And it's Gullit. Stoichkov. He's got full. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. McAllister goes short. Ronaldinho. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Inzaghi! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Costa Curta. To McAllister. Busquets. So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Gullit. Stoichkov. And it's Gullit. In by Gullit. Henderson deals with that comfortably.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Busquets. Gullit. Great vision. And the shot's on hit. Stoichkov! He's done very well to get to that.
Stoichkov clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to play it through. Oh, just skips. It's Inzaghi! He's got a goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a...
He's through and all alone! Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Pass somewhat off target.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's a promising position. And climbs up big! No mistake! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, what's he done? Tries a shot! In for the pieces! They've scored! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Liverpool
11,
get themselves back into contention.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Liverpool have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly back in business. Passing is crisp and sharp.
How surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
McAllister. Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 4 extra minutes added on.
Indicated.
Knocks it out wide. Gets a good foot in there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's in plenty of space here. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Borussia Dortmund against Corinthians.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Well, there was a time when broken metatarsals became an integral part of the story surrounding England's bid to conquer the world, and this man suffered that fate back in 2002. And it was a major national trauma at the time.
It was, but such was the presence and influence of David Beckham because of what he did in qualifying for the tournament too, Peter. Captain, talisman, and I'm sure the whole country breathed a sigh of relief when he made the squad.
And without him, he wouldn't have had that dramatic Argentina game.
Yeah, and I guess it was appropriate that it was he who led England through to the knockout stages too.
Zaire Emery. That's Busquets. Aim forwards. Conte. Now, he's got space here. Now, that's well seen too. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Zaire Emery. Now it's Batistuta. Donadoni. And it's Batistuta. Borussia Dortmund controlling the possession in this early phase. He's found a way through. Oh, they can break here. That's a sharp pass. Foot in. That's a cute ball. Tries to pass it through. Adams calmly anticipates. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Played into space. Oh, that's a key interception.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bergkamp tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Donadoni. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely aimed pass. And he welcomes it in. Chance! Goal! Corinthians! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Van Basten, he has found a way through. Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And this is Van Basten. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Opts for safety. Nice sequence of passes, this. Nicely weighted ball. Early ball out from the back. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's found a way through, and he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Howson, not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Turns back here, probably the best option.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Donatoni. And he cuts out the supply. Zaire Emery can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Pele. Gerrard threads one in. Beckham! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. Van Basten getting this one clear. And this is Batistuta. And now a sudden chance to counter. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Batistuta concedes a free kick for that. Bullet. Gerrard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Gerrard wins the duel this time. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run. He's in space and looking for options. Albert Ferrer swings it. There's the header! Beckham has given away a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's Pele! Brilliant from Pele! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Adams. That's Busquets. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Adams. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Searching pass he's played there. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Baresi, the man that is tenacity personified.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Zaire Emery.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got tall. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Looking to play him in. Oh, it's a great ball here. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Borussia Dortmund present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Neuer will have to save it here or there's real trouble. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's Beckham. Look at the space here. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Howson, gently done. Bergkamp. That is Conte. Bergkamp! Oh my word! Did peach. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on. And
oh, shooting chance! He has done it! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And now he has two. Corinthians go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Can he get it through? Oh, important interception. Conte. And Zaire Emery. Conte. And it's Hullet. Engages and forces him off the ball. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Not the most accurate pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bergkamp. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. That's an imaginative pass. Costa Curta. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Busquets. And it's Bergkamp. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tries to play it through. Beckham. Batistuta. And he's had it nicked away. Pele with 2 goals already to his name. Costa Curta. The final 5 minutes. That's Busquets. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Batistuta. And this is Pele. He is through here. Big chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
So now the difference is 3. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Rijkaard. Now it's Pele. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's crossed into them. Up he goes! And that may well be that. That is that. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass somewhat off target, looking for the run. And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. And this is Bergkamp. And try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he's there to belt it away. Bergkamp. Zaire Emery.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Van Basten. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Hullet. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Pelé. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Hullet. Now it's Van Basten. He's got away. Van Basten. Van Basten! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very...
Can he finish? It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Borussia Dortmund are... There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
After 27 minutes is number 4, Marco Van Basten. Marco Van Basten.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Celtic against Borussia
And the
Dortmund.
mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Oh, important interception. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Hullet. Chance for a shot! Deco. For Messi. Bergkamp. Zaire Emery. And it's Bergkamp. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Deco. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Adams. And it's Conte. Couldn't squeeze it through. Van Basten chasing after it. Neither side yet able to find the net. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's an excellent interception.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Aims beyond the defence. It's Bergkamp! Sensational from Bergkamp! A finish of true class!
And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Borussia Dortmund have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's Rijkaard. Now it's Zico. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hullet. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Howson. That's Busquets. Bergkamp. Zaire Emery. Threads one in. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Busquets is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Driving on and making good progress. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alonso. Deco. Deco going face-to-face with his great rival. And he has been fouled there. It's a good 35 yards out, this.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Borussia Dortmund are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Van Basten, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Costa Curta. That's Busquets. Zaire Emery. And it's Van Basten. And he's had it nicked away. Deco. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zico.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's found a way through. And he's there to clear it. And this could be the final action of the first half. That's Rijkaard. Pinches it off him. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Borussia Dortmund really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Borussia Dortmund have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Here we go again. Borussia Dortmund carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Rijkaard. Zico. He's Ibrahimovic! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Long ball upfield. And it's Deco. Tries to pass it through. Pullet gets flagged offside. There could be trouble here. Oh, taken with style. Celtic are all square. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looking to play him in. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. It's Van Basten! Oh, he's been caught napping. Van Basten!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Zico is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Conte. Pullet. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a good spell of possession, this. Pullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's on it, can he get away? Pullet! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they get themselves in front! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Substitution for Celtic, number 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Zico.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Deco.
Celtic really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Frank Lampard. Number 18, Ronaldinho.
He's cut it out.
Number 14, Diego.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Ronaldinho. Celtic finding their passes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Xavi Alonso. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. knocks it into space. Oh, no joy this time.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lampard. Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a threatening... He's had a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment. Shoots! And somehow he managed to miss it.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Busquets. Conte. Zaire Emery. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, not quite. Lampard. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Forlan. Oh, nicely intercepted. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's beaten the last man. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Borussia Dortmund presented with a golden opportunity here. Van der Sar looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Conte.
Added minute has been indicated.
Passing nice and neat. Xavi Alonso.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
4 added minutes on the board. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. Nice control. And this is Lampard. That's a little off target. And the referee brings it to a close. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done.